So let's talk the benefits of repeating spell work. So by repeating spell work, I'm talking about performing the same ritual for the same intent, the same exact spell work again and again and again and again. So let's start off with a couple of cautions here. And the main thing that you have to think about whenever you are going to do magic for something that is going to require a lot of energy and a lot of follow through, mainly in terms of how you carry that energy from the mental plane into the physical plane. You have to make sure that your intent, every time that you enter your temple, your ritual chamber that casts circle, whether you use a circle or not, um, has to remain the same every single time. So if you are trying to manifest something big, like a big project or a big desire, those things are going to require a lot of energy, both in magic and in mundane follow through. So, a lot of energy in ritual and then a lot of follow through in everyday life. So, if there's something big that you are going for, it can be beneficial to repeat that spell work many times. It could be once a week, it could be once a month, it could be every single day. So this not only requires that you do, depending on, this can go with a lot of like feeling or something. Maybe you want to tie it in with moon cycles or something like that. Every full moon because you're trying to manifest something, or if you're trying to like change a habit or something, maybe every new moon, something like that. Um, but the main idea is when you step into that ritual chamber, every single time that you do, you want to have that same intent. So you really got to keep yourself in check about your energy level and your focus. You can't just be like, oh, I got to do this thing because it's this certain day, or oh, I did, I set the intention of doing this spell work every single day, and I'm kind of not feeling that good today, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. You know, a couple of things. When you enter your ritual chamber, when you go into your cast circle and all that stuff, you got to have your game face on. Because if you are going to empower this spell work, because you want it to happen, it's got to be something massive, it's got to be something big, you know, you want to have that same amount of hyped up dynamic energy every time that you step in there. Because if you're not feeling so good one day or whatever, then you are going to feed negatively into that energy that you are trying to put in there. It's like charging a battery, it's charging a power bank, it's putting more energy into a flow to get something done. So if your energy and your intent are off, where I kind of still want it, but I'm just not feeling that good, or oh, maybe I don't know, it's not really coming through, maybe it's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. That's all doubt, and that's low energy and stuff. You're going to be taking energy away from it rather than putting energy in. So, and this requires a lot of practice. So, I would not suggest this for beginners in terms of stepping into a ritual thing, on a regular basis towards one specific goal until you know in yourself that you are very good at, okay, when I start my ritual, I put my game face on, and you have that mental switch. Because, with a lot of practice and stuff, from doing lots of spells and being in this for a while, the second that you put on your ritual attire and you walk in there, it's game day. It's like going from the locker room out on the field. Let's do this, because you want to have that same intent and you want to have that same energy level because that's what you're feeding. So it would be good to remind yourself of what your intent is, maybe what your intentional phrase is if you follow my method of boiling something down into a one specific repetitive phrase which hones your focus. If you are good with all that, then by all means put that energy in there. Put your game face on and go. If you are having difficulty with this kind of thing, it's a habit that you're going to have to build over time, which, like I said, you can do it with different spells and stuff. And, just as you're a beginner, try one-offs, with go for it, see if it manifests. Go for it, see if it manifests. And that's why it's a really good idea to keep a magical journal, book of shadows, whatnot. Not only to keep a record of, hey, I did this and it worked. Hey, I did this and it didn't work. And why? Always reflect. And if you're going to keep doing a repetitive ritual, sometimes it's really good to have the same exact wording, the same exact format, and don't deviate from it unless you get, inspired to, and in which case, add it to the ritual. But, make and design your ritual from step one all the way through and go through those motions. Because the more that you do it in a repetitive fashion, the less it becomes, okay, what's step one, what's step two, da 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 da, which is why our rehearsal is good. The more subconscious it becomes, so there's less logical thought, so your energy and intent are more easily translated from conscious to subconscious, because magic itself, its gateway is through the subconscious, which accesses the collective unconscious and that overall webbing and interconnectedness of the universe that allows stuff to go from in here to out here. So, yeah, coffee's kicking in as I'm making videos this morning, and that was pretty good. It's a pretty typical runtime and stuff. So let me know what you guys think about this in terms of being able to do repetitive rituals for better results, and my my little safeguards for that, with making sure that you have a ritual structure written down, and that when you step into your ritual space, it's game time. Let me know what you think. Questions, comments, complaints, concerns, you can put down below, and you can find me on my social media and all that stuff, as well as all my books and whatnot at the end of this video through my title cards, links, and stuff, and even check the description. Good hunting. Thanks for watching my video. So if you want to check out my playlists, I have, among others, the Simon Necronomicon, the Tree of Life, General Magic, Tulpamancy, a playlist on my books, the elements, stones, the theories that govern magic, and the gods and goddesses of Mesopotamia. If you want to check out my books on Amazon, I have Creating Consciousness, Magical Mechanics, Magical Theater, Handy Sigil Magic, Magical Movement, which is an update and expansion upon Handy Sigil Magic, Magical Mastery, which is a combination masterwork of Magical Theater and Magical Mechanics, and The Guide to the Spheres and Beyond. You can also find me on Facebook at Magickology YT. You can email me at priestofthenecro@gmail.com, and you can even check out my Instagram, which is Magickology. And good hunting.